Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. SCL Season 6 action, getting ourselves underway. EKO to take on Invicta. Is extinct. Through the sandbags area of the map. Tried to have the pot shot. Matty to turn it. Matty quite low here early on. Hello, Mr. Crave. We are going to see Artist able to find himself one. Potential for AZ to continue to have themselves a really big impact coming through. Rotation to come through as we do see Tack and Toys that up to try and find bits and pieces here in this 2v3. This B site continuing to get that bomb down. We are going to see Toys that up eventually able to find a frag. We're going to see Tadpole leaving Tack by his lonesome. However, Tack to be able to find that trade as ST Invicta to pick themselves up a pistol. The Lithuanian side able to take out the first round so far. We're going to get some SMGs, AKs to accompany it. Now we're going to see Toys that up. Tagged up a little bit. Artist fairly low. We are going to see Giraffe through that B stairs area will eventually go down to Zero to be able to, sorry, Tack to be able to find two. My apologies. To Zero on the other side of the map. Will go down fairly low. Allowing the rotations here of Tadpole and Extinct to try and work their best. We are going to see Tack to be able to find that trade. So ST Invicta pick themselves up two. As we do start to slowly see ST Invicta now in positions where they're really just trying to isolate Jules. We are going to see Matty able to find himself two frags through that mid control. Extinct going down so easy. We are going to see Scythes won't be able to find a back turn towards him. However, that bomb to head towards that A site. ST Invicta to already start choking off some of these rotations. The plant to go through. Tack to find himself one. The AK. All that was left until he's out to find that final frag. We are going to slowly continue to see what is looking as if it's more of a swarming coming in from ST Invicta at the moment. Just going to see Kratz able to find one. AZ to be able to find that trade. Giraffe needing himself a big hold coming through here on this B site. Molotov's coming through. Toys are to fall through ramp. The utility coming through over on this ramp area. Giraffe able to find himself one. Definitely looking to be the victim here of a B-Rap coming through. Giraffe and Maddie need to have a deadly dance, and Giraffe able to step on toes. Maddie trips, and now Easy stuck here in the 1v3 situation. Now going to see Easy unable, caught in the crossfire, unable to find a frag. We will see him go down. Just Invicta give up their first round so far here in this game. It was a really good 3-round run for them to start themselves off. Now, we're going to start to have a look yet again at EKO. What are they planning to do here on their CT side? What's the something special? As you see, Kranz is able to find Maddie. We are going to see Tack slowly making his way up. Where Giraffe able to find himself one. Flashes to go through. Kreitz able to find Tack, and all of a sudden, Giraffe and Kreitz to be now stuck in brutal situations. Easy, the last left alive. We saw him go down in the 1v3. Now the 1v4, even more heroics needed by the youngster. And he will go down. We will see Tadpole. Tadpole being that guy who continuing to have ups and downs this season. He's able to find himself a second here for EKO. We are going to see the pistol buy come through here. McCall, probably keep yourselves at about 1200. Tadpole to find himself the first frag. The AK to be recovered. Just 2-0 to hand it off. Giraffe 2 fine tags onto Lean. That nade could be huge, however, just ducking away. So the biggest task here for this EKO side will come through this B hold. It's all going to be down to Giraffe. It's all going to be down to Christ. So we will see Maddie. And we'll go down now. There's 2v2 here on this B site. Tack, good enough to 1. Tack, potential for the second to come through. However, Artist 2 ring out in style. That AWP continuing to find frags, continuing to find damage. EKO able to bring it back here. We are going to see a huge roll come through this mid area of the map. Maddie, Tack to be able to find frags. Giraffe as well in that very, very exclusive club. Lean to have his say. Tadpole extinct. The last 2 that remain here for the UK Irish side. So we will see extinct Able to find that frag on a tweezer. Tadpole. There's at least 2 frags here on this B side to potentially. Great and interesting hold coming through. Matty the last alive, 1v2 situation. We are going to see Matty get quite aggressive here. Usually we see players sit back, players play passive. We are going to see Matty. Footsteps to force Tadpole off the bomb. He's got no time. SD Invicta pick up 4. Tadpole goes down in the process. We are going to continue to see SD Invicta pushing through, continuing to get aggressive, continuing to want to have a lot of this damage being spoken about. We are going to see utility sets coming through towards that ramp area of the map. We are going to see Artist able to find Matty. The AK going down. Lean 2. Oh, beautiful from Lean. Able to find himself 2. Continuing to accelerate onto the site. Lean to find himself a 3rd. Smokes to go down through elevator. Lean continuing to be the one-man army. It's Giraffe 2 potentially. Look towards that elevator smoke. As a challenge as we see Lean able to pick himself up a 4th. 4 bullets left in the chamber. Yeah, Giraffe needs to try and find at least a frag. Because a frag does so much damage to SD Invicta. Easy to find the final blow. So we do see SD Invicta able to pick themselves up 5 here. Off the back of a Lean 4K. As early in this game, we continue to see SD Invicta really looking towards these buys here from EKO to get themselves easy rounds up on the board, not allowing them to capitalize on anti-EKOs. Of course, big adjustments needed. We'll see Giraffe able to find a frag. Tac to find that trade. Christ actually going down. Toizera to recover the bomb and very, very swiftly depart. Matty going down while trying to entry on towards this B site. Extinct. Only a pistol here to try and defend A. Gonna wait for backup to come through. Will be spotted. Toizera to find the frag. Extinct. And Tadpole. We'll push out. We're going to see Toizera on the spray transfer. Brilliant. As SD Invicta are able to pick themselves up 6. It is looking as if SD Invicta at the moment having themselves so much free will here in the server. So we are going to see EKO here. Looking for a fairly big round for this CT side. We're going to see Artists without the beloved AWP. Of Quite a two-man aggressive B hold coming through. Lean to slowly work his way out. Potential for him to expect it, however, Christ, just quicker. We are going to see Artist good enough to find himself two here. Can't find Easy. The AWP continuing to ring out here. We are going to see Extinct. Able to find Maddie. Now Easy. Last person remaining here for SD Invicta. We've just seen SD Invicta go into these fights one at a time. We haven't seen teamwork coming through. We haven't seen those shaky pop flashes. We haven't seen so much of the heavy lifting that piece of utility do around the server. Instead, SD Invicta go, yeah, we'll hit ramp. As we see EKO to try and hunt down the AWP.
Counter-terrorists win.
As EKO to pick themselves up a fourth here. It is looking as if we are seeing SD Invicta now slow up a little bit on the original tempo they had. We are going to see Kratz able to find Maddie. Giraffe to find quite a heavy tag. Now EKO to really get intrigued with how many smokes and pieces of utility they can try to capitalize around here on this A side. Easy to hold off any pushes through that smoke coming in from that bottom ramp area of the map. So he's there to find himself a frag 4v4 situation here, a minute to play. Tadpole, good enough for one. Tack to find a trade. A 3v3 situation here. B looking to be the hit. Giraffe mollied. Will be forced away. We are going to see Tack good enough for one. Tack good enough for two. Tack. Oh, beautiful, beautiful round from Tack so far. Giraffe. The last man left alive. We're going to see 2-0 to find that final frag as SD Invicta to pick themselves up 7. It's now EKO to continue a big, heavy presence over towards the B area of the map. Maddie to find himself yet another frag. Crisis going down. We are going to see Giraffe eventually to find a frag onto Lean. The Deagle ringing out quite early on. The 4v4 situation coming through. Flashbang trying to catch Tack off. Does look as if it is going to be this B hit coming through. Tadpole will be caught off by Maddie. Now EKO with the pistols. 40 seconds remaining. Tack to find Artist. Giraffe behind that double layered box. There we go. Now leaving Extinct by his lonesome here. The Deagle here in the 1v4 almost looks to be certain but giving up. Maddie to find the final frag. So we'll see SD Invicta, they win the half. We continue to see SD Invicta looking to try and break away early on. EKO, however, needing 2 rounds to potentially be back in this game. I can see Toys are able to find the head of Extinct. Continuing to see these one-man holds of ramp coming through. You know, EKO just not experienced enough in these areas and experienced enough in these really specialty holds. We're going to see Toyzera on that spray transfer yet again, continuing to find frags. Artist Kreitz going down, tack. To be worthy sacrifice. Smokes will go down. We are going to see Giraffe good enough for 1. Giraffe to find a second all of a sudden now. Giraffe to turn this game back into an awkward balancing act. Maddie needed that frag and can't get it. We're going to see Easy opt for a rifle. The Orpa to recover Kalashnikov. Now with 50 seconds. We're going to try isolate this elevator frag. We'll be able to find it. Tadpole. We suck in the open. Easy swings and Tadpole collects. EKO to pick up 5. SD Invicta continuing with yet again another ramp hole coming through, a big nade coming in, tackling to feel it. Artist will be spotted as that smoke does fade, or easy to collect. So SD Invicta now. With Lean able to find that trade on Giraffe. Crisis good enough for 1. Toyzera to find the trade. Now with 3v2. Acceleration all over the map. As they definitely looking to be the hit here. We are going to see smokes go down. There's Extinct 2. Be able to find 2 on that spray down. Maddie to get 1 back. That bomb to be planted with very, very little to be said here from EKO. Actually, a fake plant. As Maddie swings wide, able to find Tadpole. SD Invicta pick up 9. Heading into round 15 here. A very, very clean game so far here from SD Invicta. They've done everything right. It's SD Invicta side. Haven't stepped a foot wrong. So we are going to see on easy. Able to find Frag Tack being able to get 1 back on Giraffe. More importantly, seeing the acceleration from EKO here. Try to deal with the B hit. Tadpole good enough to attack. Seeing this pressure through mid. SD Invicta. Now why is he stuck here in the 1v3? Very little utility to deal with this push. We are going to see Easy good enough for 1. Does try to fight that second fight, but won't be able to. And EKO to pick themselves up 6. A 9-6 half coming through. What matches next? It'll be K10. It's K10 game. The match after this one will be K10 v Last Rights. Now the second half getting underway. SC Invicta fans unite, of course. SC Invicta are the greatest team in the world. Of course, they beat Mont. Mont beat Endpoint. Endpoint beat Navi, which means SC Invicta HLTV rank number 1. Check HLTV. We are going to see now SC Invicta on this CT side. A whole lot of damage done to Extinct quite early on here. We are going to see IEZ eventually able to find Extinct. As we do continue to see SC Invicta now looking for a big hit. Artist to eventually find TAC after being under so much fire. Literally and figuratively. Artist to get aggressive. Good enough for one. Potential for the second to come through. Tadpole to help out whoever Toys are out. To now make this a 2v3 is quite low. As we will see Giraffe. Good enough for one. Giraffe to find himself two. Does that go to hold strong here on their T side? So we do see 7 being picked up by the UKians. UKians? Bretonians? Whichever one it is. Whichever one it is. Now looking as if we are going to see EKO. The fact that Extinct was tagged up there, surely allowing some knowledge, could potentially even have a rotation come over because of it. Toyzo to get rewarded with a frag, or easy to have some knowledge of the pistol there. As Oezy continues to try and stay alive here in the server, we are going to see him playing this headshot angle. Giraffe quite low. We will see the bomb going down. No utility to stop Giraffe. So we are going to see EKO. Could potentially even try to put together round number 8 here as the Rifles look to continue to hold pressure. Now I'm going to see TAC go down. Artist to find a frag. Matty, the last man standing. We do see Christ able to pick up 8. SC Invicta to continue to challenge. As we see TAC, we see Toyzera, 2 people who are so dynamic with rifles, being able to finally collect them here on their CT side. Artist yet to recover a scoped rifle. Of course, the Orpa continuing to have a big thing coming up. Matty to find an opener. Artist going down. Extinct to hit the deck as well. TAC to throw some utility over towards this B site. As Tack eventually going down through that Molotov. We are going to see Lean good enough to be able to find himself 3, completely shutting down this B site. SD and Invicta able to pick themselves up round number 10. It's looking to be a pretty big A-roll coming through here. Both of these sides seeing the pistols coming through with Arnis extinct. The Galil on Tadpole. Matty needs to be careful about where he's positioned. OEZ to find himself one with the AWP. We're going to continue to see the AWP of OEZ continue to be under fire. Tui Zero to help out a little bit. OEZ to strike 3 times. Potential hit for Arnis to be isolated and hit again. We're going to see SD and Victor able to pick up 11 as Matty to find the final frag. However, the 3K from OEZ doing a lot of the heavy lifting that round. I'm going to see SD and Victor now to slowly have a big hit coming through. OEZ to find a frag. Tack to try and get some pressure coming back. I'm going to see Tack good enough for one. Potential for him to double up. Especially as we do see Extinct being here. Extinct to try and get some bits and pieces. Tack to actually find himself 3. As SD and Victor pick up 12 here. Tack purely responsible for 60% of the deaths. As this young man continues to have a good showing. We're going to see Cries to continue to see EKO finding a little bit of control here, the CT side. Pushing through and seeing how much damage they can find. The B lane looks to translate into an A hit. Tadpole will go down. We're going to see Matty good enough to find himself 3. Opting towards that Tech 9. Good enough for 4. Giraffe eventually falling as Matty just completely one-man armying so much of this bottom ramp area. SD and Victor pick up 13. And EKO just continuing to be run over here. I'm going to see the AWP of OEZ able to find 1 lean to help out with the second. The pistols, heavy pistol sort of presence coming through here. We are going to see Tui Zero able to spray down for 2. Tui Zero to actually find himself 3. SD and Victor pick up 14. Now, continuing to see SD and Victor continue to pepper, shower EKO in bullets. utility damage, you name it. I'm pretty sure it's been thrown in this server. So we are going to see... Oh, is he really starting to get worried about the potential that someone from EKO snuck through? Doesn't see Artist able to isolate and find a frag. We are going to see Tak able to find that trade on Extinct. Flashes to go through over the top. But the B hit coming through here for EKO. 40 seconds to play. It is going to be down to Matty. Someone who we've seen continue to be a one-man army here in the server. Good enough for one. The trade to come through. Giraffe to find the frag. EKO now having a single man standing in between them and round number 9. And that man is Tak, who will go down. Giraffe to find himself a second frag in the round. EKO to pick themselves up 9. Are going to see a big nade stack coming through to his zero to spray through the smoke. Invicta here, taking it nice, slow, and steady. EKO to work their way around a lot of this ramp control. 55 seconds to play. Tadpole good enough for one. Artist to try and get one back. Extinct to find Matty. Oh, easy. Able to find the open up. The AWP has to hold the aggressive line, especially as the Molotov continues to burn. I'm going to see Tadpole, Giraffe able to find themselves a frag apiece. Tak now stuck here in the 1v3. Won't be able to deny the bomb plant. However, EKO will be able to deny Tak the opportunity at the retake. There will be enough for a drop to come through for Lean. Now, SD Invicta to now be stuck in situations where they've had this big lead brought up. They need to be able to continue to find some damage. More importantly, need to be able to try and continue to stick to what they were so good at so early in this game. Isolating frags, being able to continue to complete some of these multi-frags. Allowing the individual effort here of this SD Invicta side to shine and flourish. Now EKO. I'm going to see an edge stack through towards sandbag. Tack to rotate. Now Lean needs a big hold. Good enough for one. He'll be able to find himself two eventually on that spray down coming through. Christ to find two back. Lean, Christ, Yelly people with two frags apiece. Lean continuing to find another frag coming through. Tadpole will be able to get a plant. The Molotov won't have any say as of yet. Now looking as if EKO having their opportunity here. SD Invicta, especially with Artist finding the opening frag. Here in this 2v2 situation, OEZ will be picked off by Artist. Hat bomb to go off. But EKO being able to find 11. Find number 11. Yeah, I can see now. I can see Extinct over the final one. Potential here for Extinct to try and find even more damage with Eagle. From Tuizera, unable to get the job done. Artists to find a final frag as EKO to pick themselves up 12. SD Invicta have had this lead chewed into. Looks as if we are going to get a tactical timeout coming through. Now looking for a big hold coming through here. Does look as if we are going to try and put together. EKO to pick up frags. Artists to be able to find Tuizera. I'm going to see Extinct now to find another frag coming through here for this EKO side. Extinct to find two more. Lean, OEZ lining up for him, and now Tack to be sunk in between a rock and a hard place. Will eventually go down as Giraffe to find the frag. EKO to pick up 13. Timeout to come through here from SD Invicta. You can imagine the coach not happy. are going to see this timeout. Continuing to push through, we do see ST Invicta picking up 3 of their 4 timeouts. We are going to slowly see now Lean to be tagged up quite heavily. A really important round here for both of these sides. Now Lean dodging those flashes, good enough for one. Extinct to find one back to Izera. Down in the trenches, only able to find the one. Tadpole to get himself a frag. Now they're going to see the Deagles now in a position where Matty good enough for one. Price to get one back. Now a 2v2 situation. The Deagles. This tack will spot Christ. The bump is going to head towards this B area of the map, almost looking as if it's going to be a fake rotation coming through. Artist good enough for one. Now tack. Tack needs to push through. A rare miss from Artist, however. Tack will be found by the rifle of Christ as we do see EKO able to pick themselves up 14 and be able to tie this game back to a 14-14 scoreline. Now we continue to look. Extinct to get absolutely hammered by that nade. We are going to see Extinct eventually able to find Matty on the reload. This B site continuing to be the hit. So he's eventually falling through that mid control here. The 4v3 situation. ST Invicta need a big fight, a big brawl to try and keep themselves in this game. We are going to see nades go through. Molotovs to go over the top. Tack to be good enough for one. Easy to try and get one back. We are going to see Tadpole eventually falling. Easy and Tack able to pick up 15 here. ST Invicta waiting till the very, very last second to pull their own heroics out. My question is, was there ever any doubt over ST Invicta dominance? Is now a bit harsh. Listen, ST Invicta You know that they beat Monty. Monty beat Endpoint. Endpoint beat Navi. So technically, SC Invicta, the best team in the world. I'm big Invicta fanboy. You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and be impartial. Nah, Invicta goated. We are gonna see Invicta now looking towards a little bit more of this ramp control coming through. Easy to be able to find Extinct. Maddie to try and find a few spray downs. Artist to find a frag through that smoke. Now, the AWP line that we are seeing being held here by OEZ. A really smart line, however. We do see a flash come up over the top. OEZ in true OEZ fashion usually does pop up where it can be spotted through a little bit more of that bottom ramp area of the map that we see EKO continuing to control. Now, Christ to be able to find Tuizera. Needs to go in through that sandbags area of the map. OEZ to be forced away by utility. The need to eventually do more damage than I think people expected. Smokes and utility to come out here. OEZ eventually to go down. But now we're going to see Lean able to find himself too. But a 15-15 scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to overtime. An absolute collapse here in this second half. As we saw such a big lead being held by SD Invicta. A 14-9 score to a 15-15. EKO playing near perfect Counter-Strike. As now we continue to see what this overtime period has in store for us. We are going to see Extinct able to find an early frag, continuing to get aggressive over through that sidewalk area of the map. We are going to see Crimes able to find Tack. Now, continuing to look as if we are going to see Tadpole to get that plant down. EKO looking for 16 first. The T side continuing to try and get themselves a big opportunity here. But the save to come in for SD Invicta. A really smart decision for the economic gain. SD Invicta happy to give up 16 if it means the AWP2 rifles get to be saved over. Tack, Matty, we'll have enough to reinvest here. But this save just allowing these guns to be present in the third round if we do see SD Invicta drop this second one here. The double op set up to continue its presence here in the server. Tack to be the recipient of the secondary AWP. As now we continue to see EKO pushing their way through. Attack to have a little bit of damage done. That nade will finish the job. Beautiful by Giraffe. And now the rotation over towards B. Tuizera now be joined over by his best friend Lean. We are going to see now a bit of a fake A hit coming through. 50 seconds to play. EKO heading through mid. Or potentially is looking like a B split. We are going to see Lean only good enough for the one. Extinct to try and get frags back. IEZ with that AWP. Good enough to find Extinct. As the bomb goes down here on this B site. We're going to see Hardest find Tuizera. Now IEZ and Maddie stuck here in this 2v3 situation. Molotovs to go out. Hardest to hold this angle. Could potentially see him spotted out by Maddie. Maddie, good enough for one. Maddie does have himself a HE nade. Won't choose to use it on Giraffe. Instead, swinging into the double peak. EKO to pick up 17. Now we continue to see EKO for a near perfect half here in overtime. Tries to find the opening pick onto Lean. There's the Invicta to continue a pressure coming through. Maddie to recover an AK. Extinct going down. His hardest to be a little bit delayed on that frag. No, on the shot. We are going to see EZ holding the angle. We'll find the pick with the AWP. Now with a minute to play. We are going to quiet down a little bit. Tadpole to have a respectful bout with Maddie. Both of them tagged quite heavily as we do see ST Invicta to slowly back away. Maddie down to 2 points of health. Tadpole to 12. We'll see. Giraffe able to finish the job that Tadpole did start. We are going to see Giraffe good enough for one. Now Tack to be stuck in this 1v3 situation. MP9 in his hands. Good enough for one. Tack to be able to find a second. Now, Christ will be able to find the final frag here in overtime. 1 round away. As now we head towards this second half. 1 round separates EKO and being able to close out this game. A relic of victory. You go 9-1 up. Well, to be fair, Rhino, if ST Invicta put up 1 round while you're here, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should leave. Maybe. I'm fine, bro. I'm fine. It's good to see you again, Rhino. How you been, bro? Looking to see SC Invicta now in a position where they're fighting for their lives. Yeah, I said EKO. I've no idea what you're talking about. The double op setup coming through here for EKO. Alright, that was a bit of a funny one. That was a bit of a funny one. Alright, I've had the funny. I did the funny. Alright, I did the funny. I've had my fun. I've had my fun. I'm gonna see now. A lot of ramp control being held here by EKO. Now this 5v5 situation. Oh, easy to find the first pick. 40 seconds to play. Extinct's going down, looking for a little bit of information. This B site looking like it is probably going to be the hit. The B split to look like the play. We are going to see Christ to slowly work his way around. If 2-0 does go down, all of a sudden SC Invicta to have a lot to worry about. But the A hit to come through. Matty cutting off these rotations through mid. We'll be able to find a frag. Christ will be spotted over hump. Now, just artist left by his lonesome. So now, we're going to see easy to find the final frag. SC Invicta to pick up 16 here. We're going to start CSD Invicta now. Continuing to... That's a huge nade there from Tadpole. Giraffe, so aggressive upbeat. Smokes and utility going down here. So we do see a little bit of a mid-take coming through here. We are going to see Matty able to find the frag under Kratz. There's now this 5v4 situation here. 45 seconds to go. Matty to find artist. Now, 2-0 going down, playing this lurker role. And someone who has been playing this lurker role here during this overtime period. Hasn't been recognized as of yet. Set SC Invicta to lean towards his safe site. Lean, good enough for one. That spray coming through the smoke. Tadpole will be forced to reload. Nades going in. Not able to find any damage. Is now. It's looking to be a 4v2 situation. Matty good enough for one. Matty to find a second. SC Invicta here to pick up 17. A single round left for EKO to try and find. As now it does look as if we are going to get the timeout coming through. SC Invicta looking for a round to keep themselves alive. EKO looking to try and just close this game out. We are going to see Maddie find the frag. Maddie to find himself a second here. SD Invicta looking really good to pick up 18 here in the server. It's just going to be down to the UMP. SD Invicta pick up 18. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a second overtime. So we do see an 18-18 half coming through. Second overtime underway. And now it does look as if we are going to continue to see going to continue to take a look here at this second half of OT. We're going to see Giraffe with that nade going through. EKO need to find themselves around here on the CT side. The first side that picks up a CT-sided round usually will win this overtime period. Flashes over the top. Extinct to have a little bit of a, yeah, g'day, how are you, lad? Type of day. We are going to see Toy Zara to find a frag. Quite an early one. This is 5v4. Starts to get itself underway. As we are going to see Tadpole able to find Toy Zara here. This 4v4 situation, 50 seconds. The best opportunity we get for a CT-sided win so far in this game. We are going to see Lean able to find Giraffe. Maddie to find the frag. Oh, easy. Also helping out, we are going to see Artist here in the 1v2 situation. Artist to be able to find the first. All of a sudden now the two Warpers going at it. Artist has done it! EKO are able to pick themselves up 19 at the moment as Artist, the IGL, the skipper. The man, the myth, the legend here. We are going to continue to see now EKO picking themselves up such a huge round. We saw both the T sides in the previous overtime go 3 for 3. fact that EKO have been able to go at least get themselves a single round here on their CT side. Huge. Lean to find the frag onto Giraffe. The rotations to start coming around. It does look as if we are going to see tag to find a frag. Tadpole going down. Matty will fall to Artist, and now all of a sudden a 3v2 in the server. Artist, excuse me. I'm sorry. What is going on in this server so far? Artist, have you installed hacks on your computer? Artist, you are making me... What? That's insane. That's incredible from Artist. Artist has had himself 2 huge plays coming through here. That no-scope from last round. This no-scope in this round.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
As we go into this final round of overtime. Artist is insane. Artist, mental. It's the best way I can describe it. Mental. Absolute absurdity. I'm going to see Matty able to find the opening pick here. The mid-range tank to come through from EKO. We are going to see teams to be tagged up a little bit. Tag to get one back. It's Tadpole to put together little bits and pieces. Now the 3v3 coming through. SD Invicta need an opportunity to try and hold down the fort here, for lack of a better term. We are going to see that FAMAS recovered, lean to find himself a frag. Now this 2v3 situation. I'm going to see Toy Zero able to spray down for 2. SD Invicta taking the lead at the end of this overtime period. However, the fact that we did see Artist clutch up in that 1v2 situation all of a sudden has turned this overtime period on its head. SD Invicta need 1 round on their CT side. A CT side which was quite brutal to start out with. As in this overtime period, SD Invicta yet to pick up a CT-sided round. A single T-sided round to be picked up here by both teams. All thanks to the AWPing brilliance of Artist. So now we get ourselves underway here in this second half of overtime number 2. As we do start to see big hit coming through Artist to find Tack. Artist could potentially be the hero of this game. Now I'm going to see EKO. That made a huge chunk of damage. Lean to Zero to both eat it. Smoke's utility going down to try and keep SD Invicta away from that post-plant situation. Lead with nades, utility, Molotovs of his own. He brought them from home. His mum packed them into his lunchbox, and now he's eating it for dinner. Not for dinner, lunch. Now I'm going to see OEC. 2E0 to continue to find frags. And SD Invicta retake coming through. Lean 2E0 to find themselves a few rounds apiece. This could potentially be the CT-sided round that we needed to see from SD Invicta. Giraffe to be able to find himself too. The 1v2 situation, Giraffe potential for him to Find that final frag. The knife will come through. We're going to see Giraffe being able to keep this round alive. Just needs to live. And we're going to be able to see EKO able to pick themselves up 20 here.
Terrorists win.
Scenes. Absolute scenes. Giraffe, the heroics in the 1v2 situation. Able to recover that knife frag as well. All of a sudden giving a lot more money in this overtime bank account than what should be reasonably acceptable. You know, if we do see Artist go down quite early on here, Giraffe does have the economic capital to be able to reinvest into the AWP. Around it will probably be Galils, will probably be Mac 10s, but still, the AWP on your T side at the moment is so crucial because it is continuing to find picks, it is continuing to find frags, and more importantly, it's continuing to show, you know, a big push in the way that we are seeing this game being played for not only EKO, but for both teams. For both teams, this AWP is continuing to be so important. You know, that's why we did see SD Invicta opt for that double AWP setup coming into this overtime period. That's why TAC did pick it up. That's why we're seeing IEZ continuing to find a whole heap of damage with the AWP. That's why we're going to see IEZ able to find a pick. Artist to get one back. 2-0 to try and keep his spot with that rifle coming through. We are going to see Artist continuing to find a frag. If we do see Artist pick themselves up a second here, can be interesting. How about that from Tadpole though? How about that for the spray transfer? All of a sudden now a 2v3 situation coming into this server here. SD Invicta to hold on for dear life. Matty to find himself a frag. Now the 2v2, Matty quite low. TAC has all of the HP. 30 seconds. The wallbang narrowly missing. Matty to get aggressive into the scope of Artist. We are going to see Artist good enough for one. Artist will be able to find himself 3 in this round, and all of a sudden, EKO off the back of their AWP, continuing to find an amazing game so far here in this overtime period. As we see EKO finding round 21. Match point here in the server. There's now Matty with this Deagle pushing through. Oh, Matty. Oh, that is clean. Absolutely naughty. Filth upon all levels. That Deagle 2K. Shutting down so much of that mid control. Now, EKO to slowly retake a lot of this mid area of the map. A heavy A presence coming in from SD Invicta. We're seeing Matty. And I do believe that it is TAC. Yes, it is TAC over on that B site, looking to try and hold down the fort. A little bit more of a mid-centric focus here for Matty with that AWP. However, the timing being caught, Extinct to be able to find that frag onto TAC. The B-side falling. Matty with the AWP good enough for one. Now to be joined by teammates. EKO with match point here in the server. A double molly of Hump. Ballsy decision. We are going to see Giraffe continue to play up close and personal here. Smokes to go down, flashes over the top. Nades to join him. The 4v2 situation. We are going to see 2-0 good enough for one. Matty to find one back. It all comes down to Extinct here. Needs himself 3. Extinct's good enough for one. Can't find the second though. Easy. We'll be able to pick up 21 here for SD Invicta. Just giving me heart attacks after heart attacks here, both of these sides. We are going to see SD Invicta. Matty picking up 41 frags. Easy on 32. Giraffe, 34. 30 for Artist. As we continue to see here in this SCL overtime game, we're heading into overtime number 3. And an absolute brutal game coming through. This looks like both teams keeping the spirits high with more good halves than ever. As now it does look to be a huge hit coming through. Now it's looking as if we are going to see Artist. The AWP continuing to try and hold down so much of the control here for EKO. Artist to slowly work his way up through this sidewalk area. We are going to see Giraffe swinging good enough for one. Extinct to help out as well. Maddie to find Artist, and I'm trying to isolate some of these frags. Will eventually go down. Extinct to put together a few pieces here. This T side. Now, the only thing separating Tadpole from getting around here is 5 points of health for OEZ, and OEZ falling. Tadpole to be able to pick up 22 here for EKO. As now it does look to be as if we are seeing more aggressive CT side of play than ever. SD Invicta need a round. Do you see OEZ holding such a tight angle? With that smoke fading, Maddie to find one. Artist to be able to find that trade coming through. HE needs to make their way into the server. 2-0-2 back away. Flashes over the top. We will see Artist. He's so far up this sidewalk area of the map already. Could potentially even punish OEZ here for trying to go into his crosshairs and will. Artist to find himself a frag. The lurking orb. One of the most feared guns in the game. We're going to see Artist able to pick himself up as third. Artist eventually will fall tack to find the frag, but the lurking AWP's done its job. We are going to see Tadpole to get this bomb down. Tries to find tack. Now Lean stuck in this 1v3 position. Lean, the question is, what are we going to see from this young man? Of course, the save could come through. We will see some very, very strong economic tensions on that SD Invicta side. It does look to be as if EKO to accept the fact that the AWP is gone and they're probably not going to get it back. The bomb to go off. Artist will be able to buy himself an AWP. Extinct should have himself a full buy coming through. We are going to see the MP9 attack until he's a deagle for OEZ. Maddie to recoup the M4A1S that was saved over. Lean to also help out a little bit. We're going to see Extinct's good enough for 1 2-0 to get one back. Tadpole to trade for 2-0. The man advantage going towards this EKO side. It's now Maddie to try and find frags. Will go down to Giraffe. The trade to come through. Lean to get himself a pick. And now, all of a sudden, it does look as if we are going to see Krythus to potentially work his way around. We are going to see Tack rotate over towards this B site. Smokes to go through and over. Tack to find himself a frag. Tadpole now stuck. We got 2 1v1s here in the server. Lean wins his. All down to Tadpole to try and win his. Tack to play a little bit more passive. $30 to play. Tack to work his way over towards some of this mid control. We are going to see some hump presence being spotted here. Tadpole could get the jump on both Lean and Tack here. He will be able to find himself one. Can't find the trade though. SD Invicta pick up 22. And the CT side still being able to find rounds when they need to. 7 to 8 rounds here in overtime. Essentially an extra half being played. And now, slowly looking as if SD and Invicta are able to continue to find frags in just dire situations. So we do get ourselves underway here. In overtime number 3, the second half. Matty, an impressive 43 frags. 36 for Giraffe, 33 for Artist. Tuizera activating his inner hooksy. Has himself 23 frags here in triple overtime. As we do see Tuizera, his calling has been, you know, pretty standard at the moment from what we have seen from this SD Invicta side. Really just allowing his aimers, his individuals to take on these fights, continue to find such a big sort of, I guess, find such a really crucial hit coming through. Matty to find sights. We need a frag coming in here for EKO. Up ramp they go. Tuizera to find himself one. Tuizera to find himself a second. All of a sudden, Extinct only able to find Tack with the nade, the utility damage. Continue to find frags. Matty to find Artist. Now Giraffe here. Looking to just save this rifle. An economically smart decision. However, not the decision that wins games. SD Invicta. In the right path here, a 23-23 scoreline coming through. We will see this bomb go off. With very, very little to be said. Either way. An absolute grinder this game is. As we will see a hunt coming through. Tuizera's actually going to hit the deck. However, nothing more to come of that. 23-23 scoreline here at the moment. This is when these long format games start to get tiring. You know, people think because you're playing video games, the element of fatigue just isn't there, and it just continues to be. It's such a mental game and such a mentally taxing game, Counter-Strike, and the amount of times we do see a lot of these long format games, a lot of these best of threes, a lot of these games where you've spent nearly 50 rounds on the same map. It can start to get quite taxing on your mental. It can start to get quite taxing on your focus. As we do see Giraffe able to find himself a frag. Molotov to continue to show little bits and pieces, some spics and specks, as we do see nades continuing to have themselves their presence being felt. SD Invicta now looking to try and keep appearances met. Giraffe over here on this B side needs to find himself at least the second. Lean Up close and personal. Flashes to go through, and the lean, mean Lithuanian machine will be caught out. Giraffe continuing to push through this B-stairs area of the map. Extinct to leave him. Especially seeing where SD and Invicta are at the moment between Matty and OEZ. It is 1v1s, and we're going to see EKO able to pick themselves up 24. All of a sudden, EKO win this. They win the game. SD and Invicta win this round, however. All of a sudden, we go back to overtime. It's EKO. 1 round away from potential glory here in the SCL Challenger division. We are going to see SD Invicta now to work their way up around this map. We are going to see 2-0 able to find Tadpole Artist to be able to find that trade, or EZ with the AWP taking out fellow Warper. We're going to see Extinct able to find himself one. Oh, beautiful shot onto the AWP. Now a 3v2 situation. Arthurs will be spotted. Lean to find the frag. Now Extinct's now stuck through this mid control. Will fall. A 24-24 scoreline as we go to overtime number 4. Man, I hope this game ends. I gotta eat. I'm so thirsty at the moment. Oh my god. I need drink. I need drink. This has been like nearly 50 rounds of Counter-Strike. This is absurd. How is this game still going on? Absolutely absurd. This game. Ridiculous. I mean, people consider the Titanic to be an emotional heartbreak. A movie that pulls on your heartstrings. This game, the back and forth nature of it, it's continuing to pull the heartstrings on me. Seeing the ups and downs of these guys, seeing the ups and downs of these players, you know, continuing to see excellence in a server really does bring a tear to my heart. Anyway, let's get back to the Counter-Strike. Enough of that sappy emotional stuff. That's yuck. We are going to see, a little bit of team damage done. Matty not helping out the AWP. We are going to see Extinct now to be able to find Matty. That ladder inaccuracy continuing to hamper his performance going up through ladder room. We are going to see 2-0. Getting so close to getting picked off by the AWP. Instead attack. Taking that fight through mid. We'll be able to find the frag. Now SD Invicta coming over towards this A site, looking for the brawl. They want this fight. They're not throwing any utility out. It's all aim, no brain. Just exactly how 2-0 likes it. Let your fraggers frag. As Extinct continuing that sort of ideology. Tadpole will go down tack to find the frag. Oh, easy to find Artist now all of a sudden a 3v2 in the server. The two SD Invicta boys here in this site quite low. We will be able to see Giraffe burning in that Molotov. Oh, easy going down. We're going to see Extinct able to find himself 2 of the 3. A 1v1 situation here in the server. Giraffe so low. 2-0 low as well. 5 bullets left in the chamber for 2-0. The skipper. SD Invicta, you need someone to stand up. It usually has to be your captain. We are going to see Giraffe need to find the frag. We'll be able to. EKO to pick up 25 here. 2-0. Unable to convert when needed. We continue to see both of these sides go one round blow for blow in terms of their CT side. Could this be the break? Check back tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you, Crave. I'll still be here casting, bro. I got you. Assume the OT's still on. Hey, let's see if we can break some records today. Let's see if we can break some records. Most Counter-Strike rounds in a single game. Isn't the record like 128 or something? Already halfway there. We're at 50. Was it 128 or was it like 70 or something like that? Oh well. It was a game. We're going to see Easy able to find himself a frag. Often we don't see Easy without the AWP. There's Tadpole to find Tuizera. Tadpole will eventually be traded. Little brother Tack going, hey, don't touch my big brother. Now the 4v3 in the server. That nade doing a fair chunk of damage. Easy. Find Giraffe. Maddie going down. Lean continuing to find frags and Artist in the 1v3. Artist needing at least 2 frags, yep. SD Invicta hiding through this smoke. I love this play from SD Invicta. They're literally just playing cheeky as we see Artist start to back away. Oh, Easy. Traveling over the hump. Oh, Artist. Let's be, Artist. Let's be behaved here now. Artist. Lean will go down. All of a sudden, Artist doesn't have time for the defusal. What could have been a really good timing play doesn't work out. He's going to draw Tack back into the side. Tack's going to die. That is a huge, huge play by Artist. Able to find that frag on Lean. Drew Tack back into the side to check that the defusal wasn't happening. And Tack goes down to the bomb. An incredible round from Artist. Amazing. It just looks to be Sukobletko B. We are going to see Artist good enough for 1. Giraffe to help out even more. Artist to work his way through that smoke will eventually go down. We are going to see now this 2v2 here in the server. Tadpole, good enough to drop that bomb. Easy. Now stuck with 2 to find. If anyone can do it, it will be the skip. Not the skipper. It will be Easy, but Extinct to be able to find that trade. EKO to pick up 2 here on the CT side. Artist, an amazing play from the AWP. Even when we saw SD Invicta winning rounds, there was always elements that did shock us. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. The game nearly going on for 2 hours. It's an absolute hell of a performance. Gladiators battling in a server. SD Invicta, Lithuania's best. Now staring down the barrel of defeat. The inner SD Invicta fanboy in me wants to go, this game's not over. But seeing how teams have struggled on this CT side so far, the fact that we've seen EKO win a CT side could potentially start to raise questions about how SD Invicta were going to respond. We are going to see Maddie try to get aggressive, and that's really a big, that's just a big frag. You know, seeing Maddie, that main AWPer, someone who is continuing to be sort of that thorn in the side for EKO. Him going down quite early on. He went down when there was 1:40 to go left in the round. Within 20 seconds, all of a sudden SD Invicta horribly down bad. To be fair, I would be too for 2-0. I'm horrifically down bad for 2-0. Please, date. Tadpole to be tagged up. Tack eventually going down. The bomb to be planted. Now the 5v3. Extinct to hold a little bit of this mid control. Good enough for one. Oh, easy to start paying attention towards the mid player. Extinct. How about that for the spray transfer? A 3K for Extinct as EKO able to pick up 27. Match point here in the server. EKO, we've seen this story before. Match point. Yet the game continuing. It's happened for both of these sides. The cries from EKO, end it now. The cries from me, end it now. We are going to see Tadpole. Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, I think we've just DC'd the server, but we haven't. We are going to see Lean. Able to find himself a frag. SSD Invicta side continuing to hold strong. 3v5 now. It's up to EKO here. They need to be able to stick together. They need to be able to work together here. Be able to trade out frags when they can. Try to isolate Jules wherever. And definitely look towards this B site. TAC has such a huge, huge job here at the moment in this server. Needs to find at least one. And the fact that we're seeing utility coming down, the rotations to start to slowly come over here. Extinct to be the first up on the chopping block. Flashes over the top. TAC to be completely blind. Giraffe to find himself that early frag. TAC to continue to have his presence being shown around this generator area of the map. TAC continuing to burn, will eventually go down. Now the 3v3 situation here. The Molotov to stop the bomb plant. Close quarters combat coming in here. 2-0 to find one with the AWP. Giraffe. Up nice, close and personal. Tadpole to make this back to a 2v2 situation. Giraffe. Playing around this smoke. Can't get timing by OEZ. OEZ just needs to spray. The bomb's going to go down. OEZ does go down. 2-0 now in the 1v2 situation. The AWP holding the line. 2-0 all of a sudden now. You need someone to stand up strong for your team. It's got to be the man with the armband. 7 points of health. 2-0 goes down. And EKO able to clutch out a 28-25 scoreline coming through as EKO win. The Brits able to take the win over the Lithuanian side, SD Invicta. In scenes, jubilation for this British side. Amazing stats throughout this entire game. 2-0, someone who turned it on in overtime. Insane. You know what else is insane, ladies and gentlemen? Some of these clips that are some of the best of the SCL. No doubt there were some that were made in this game. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your caster Flamboyant. I hope you guys have had yourselves an amazing day no matter where you are in the world. An absolute incredible game. A bitter defeat for one team. And a huge sigh of relief for the other. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys for some more Counter-Strike action tomorrow. And hopefully they're not 2-hour games like this one. Peace.